Are they on?
Yeah.
Sorry, who's this?
This is basically there's about 50 journalists all. Duncan Beck, do you want to kick us off, mate? He's gone.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you.
Could you just talk us through how that game unfolded, the big swing from the first half to the second half?
Well, the first half, we came out with a decent intensity, but not probably the intensity that we needed to. But most importantly, or to our detriment, we were giving away a lot of silly penalties. We weren't really being as disciplined as we needed to be. And the second half, we kind of just flipped it on its head, where we came out with a higher intensity, and we kept our discipline a lot more. And as a result, we were able to put a little bit more pressure on them.
Sure. So what was said at half time to enable you to make that sort of dramatic change in performance?
Well, we just had to trust ourselves a bit more, trust ourselves, trust our systems, and increase the intensity. At half time, obviously, we were 12-3 down. So, often when you're in that kind of situation, you have two choices: either continue doing what you're doing and just watch the scoreboard get away from you, or try and pull up your sleeves and try and turn it around. And we tried to do the latter, and fortunately for us, it was successful.
Were you surprised at just how much control you did have in that second half? It seemed to get stronger as the half went on, although it was tight on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess our conditioners have done a great job. We've worked pretty hard here in South Africa, behind the scenes. So yeah, our conditioners did a great job, and we back ourselves to at least play for the full 80. So I don't think anything was too much of a surprise, but we just had to show a bit more faith in our ability than we did in the first half.
What do you think there is to come from South Africa now in the second test, now that they're 1-0 down?
South Africa, they're a very proud rugby nation. From what I know about them is that they're big on analysis. I think they're going to analyse that game a lot. They'll pick out trends, pick out ways in which they can improve. But I think they're just going to come with a higher intensity. So they're going to come harder at the scrum. They're going to come harder at the line out. They're going to come harder with their kicking game. That's probably where they got the most change out of us today. So they probably look to attack that. So we need to be better in all three of those areas. We need to be cleaner. We need to be more efficient, and especially with our kicking game and our breakdown, we need to do a lot better.
And do you feel there is another level to come from you guys as well?
Yes, definitely. I think, as the first half, we didn't start with the intensity, and we were probably a little bit too frantic. I think there's so much growth in this team. I think game on game we're getting better. We're learning lessons. So I think there's more to come from us, but the onus is on us to look at what we've done. Obviously today was a great win, but I'm a man that likes to look at history and see how other tours have unfolded, and looking at the 2001 Test series in I think it's 2001 Australia. Anyway, whenever it was, they won the first test quite convincingly. Then it went on to lose the next two. So we're happy. We don't want to get lost in the sauce. We're happy with the win today, but we know that we need to do more. We need to be better next week. Otherwise, the Springboks we know they're coming. So we need to be better. We need to be stronger, and hopefully get the result we want next week.
Thanks, Maro.
Thank you.
Maro, it's James here. Courtney and yourself will be making the headlines tonight, but between you there was an old man called Alan Wyn Jones. What was it like to have the guy back? And what was he saying to you, especially during that second half?
Yeah, Alan Wyn, as you all know, is a very experienced player. I thought Courtney was fantastic today as well. Alan Wyn, I thought he was very good. And it was just a lot of small talk, a lot of staying in the fight, staying in the battle. There was a lot of not, just keep working hard, have faith in what we're doing, and being disciplined within that.
Yeah.
Maro, hi, Neil Squires here. Can I just ask you what it was like playing such a huge match, an event with nobody there? Do you actually lose that fact as you play in the game, or did it feel eerie at times?
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's of course different. It's undeniable that it's different. Like if this was in normal times, Cape Town would be absolutely bouncing. I'm sure the stadium would be rocking. I'm sure they would have thought there was an earthquake happening or something. And I've played, as you all know, we've played in a lot of empty stadiums throughout the Six Nations, through the Autumn Nations Cup, through our clubs. But this feels different. The intensity of the Lions tour feels different, and there's a different type of vibe. So quite sad that there's no fans in the stadium, but the intensity in which these games are played is different. So you probably don't. Obviously, you miss the fans, but what I'm trying to say is this game is played at a real high intensity, so you don't necessarily. The effect of not having fans is not as great in these games as it is for your club games or games I've played in the past.
Hi, Maro, you got in here. Hi. Just wondering where you'd place that win amongst other ones you've enjoyed during your career, if you could compare it with other great occasions you've been part of.
Winning a test match for the Lions is rare. You only play once every 4 years, and it's unique. But this win means nothing unless we go out and win next week. So this is a great win. I'm proud to be a part of this match, but we know that we need to do a job next week for this win to really count.
Hi Maro, Katie here, congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, can you shed any light on Alan Wyn Jones's pre-match speech or anything he may have said at half-time or how vocal he was on the pitch during that game?
He was very vocal. Alan Wyn is a high energy senior citizen. He's a high energy man, so he was very vocal. But for occasions like this, you don't really need to talk too much. You just need to, and I think he read the room, read the environment, and read what needed to be said, and he said the appropriate things at the appropriate times.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very well done. Just a quick one. How did you feel that the line out went and the scrum, particularly after Warren just said there was quite a bit of dew on the pitch, but how did you feel it went?
Well, I think both areas got better as the game went on. There were some, little errors in the first half, which we're able to tidy up in the second half. But both scrum and line-up, from our point of view, got better as the game went on.
Thanks very much, everybody. Thanks, Mike.
Cheers.